If you want to know how 3 Yorkshire artists see the seaside, come down to the Union Gallery for Fun Park. But you might be in for a shock, as the paintings, screen prints and photos will challenge your fading nostalgia and draw you into a dark, haunting and stark reality. Edinburgh-born artist Norrie Harmon.
Well, I think the idea of the show came from when we went to Blackpool on a cold January day, and we had this kind of notion of going there. Blackpool, which is sort of synonymous with good times and bright lights, and when we got there midweek it was dilapidated, sort of closed as well. So we had our own kind of stories to tell over some dodgy chips and the memories that we had, and I'm talking from my memory particularly, was there wasn't really any sort of fun parts apart from Portobello. Even though it was called I think it was the Brighton of the North, was actually dilapidated and run down and didn't have much to go on. I certainly can remember going there with very little money with my grandparents and being sunburnt to death. Sort of notion of it not really fulfilling the title fun park, really. It was anti-fun park, really, in many respects.
Photographer Natalie Liddle.
We have a similar vision and we do work together on ideas. A picture which is based on a slide that my grandfather took in the 1960s and a slide that I took a couple of months back in the same seaside town in Lincolnshire. And it's a place where both my grandparents took my father and aunt as children on holiday, and they also took me as a child. They were big caravanners. What I wanted to do was try and find a way of merging the slides together to then create one final picture.
Screen printer Robin Goodall.
Lots of things are shutting down. I mean, the obvious is of like fun parks, and they're going into decay and decline. Whether they'll come back again, I don't know. Whether they should come back again, I don't know, you know. But yeah, I guess it's just a sign of the times. It's up to people to make their own fun in it. Do you need a fun park? I don't know. I don't.
Right, painting that I'm looking at is my 12 foot by 8 foot painting of a full-size ice cream van. I've always been fascinated by ice cream vans because they're a necessity, particularly in the States. In the 80s, when all the shops were closed, they were the last thing to come around where you could get singles for your ma and your da, or halfpenny sweeties. And the sort of connotations really with the ice cream van is one that that sort of discordant music, the more sinister side of things. And I tried to sort of describe that in this kind of image with its sickly kind of drips of strawberry sauce and mint sauce. Do make it kind of lickable, but yet kind of you sort of despise it at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty bleak, but it's also, it's got that kind of visual eye candy luring in of the potential child or the customer.
For more information, please go to www.uniongallery.co.uk. This is Trystan Davies for the Edinburgh Reporter.